today we're gonna read the Magic Treehouse Merlin Mission Book 25, Shadow of the Shark. Now Jack and Annie were going to the Cosmill and gonna have the dream vacation. And it will be very fun time, but they were gonna snorkel at the sea. But they were gonna see the scary shark's shadow. That means at that sea, they've got sharks in there. So it might be a little bit scary of snorkeling there, but they're gonna have a lot of fun times playing at the dream vacation place. Now, are you ready for read this one book with a lot of stories? Now, here we go. And first you can read is the Magic Treehouse Merlin Mission Book 25, Shadow of the Shark, Chapter 2, Cosmill. Afternoon sunlight floated into the treehouse. Jack heard the sound of waves softly lapping the shore. He and Annie looked out at the window. The treehouse had landed in the palm tree overlooking snow, white sand, and a turquoise blue sea. Near the beach was a stone pyramid picture on the cover of a travel guide. Cosmill, Jack said. Paradise, said Annie. Where is everyone? Said Jack, looking around. There's no tourists, no swimmers, surfers, or sandbathers. There are no sightseers. There were no vehicles parked near the Mayan pyramid. I don't know, said Annie. I thought there'd be, luxury spa hotel and fancy restaurants. That's weird. Oh, it's weird, said Jack. Maybe it's just a perfect beach, said Annie, struggling. Yeah, but Jack wrote their travel guide until he found a photo that seemed to match the desert shoreline with the pyramid. This looks like the same place. He read the caption. On the southwest, Sarabine closed in the nature preserve. Oh good, we landed at the nature preserve, said Annie. That's why it's so nature. Right, said Jack. He read on. Dazzling coral reefs are just short distance offshore. Beginning snorkelers can swim out without losing sight of land. Yay, said Annie. We did come to the perfect place. Nature preserved to the coral reef just like Rennie and Jenny's. Yep, said Jack. Let's snorkel first, then maybe check out that pyramid. It looks so cool. Good plan, said Annie. She started down to the rope ladder. Jack put a travel guide into the swim bag without a snorkel gear, and he had hung back on his shoulder, and then followed Annie. He stepped off the ladder and stood with her in the shade of a treehouse. Oh man, said Jack, sighing. A fresh, salty ocean breeze wafted over them. White sand sparkled on the warm sunlight. This is a good view, said Annie. I'll take a picture. No, even better, a video. She reached into his pocket of her tunic and pulled out their cell phone. Pointing to the phone at the beach, she clicked the record button and spoke loudly. Jack and I are in Cosmill at the beautiful beach on the nature preserve, and it's... Hey, stop, said Jack. What if Mom and Dad see that? You have to erase it. Oh, you're right, said Jack. She laughed as they lighted a video. No big deal, Mom and Dad. We just took a little doctor to Mexico an hour away, home from Tulane. She pulled the phone on this bag. Okay, no camera on this trip. Let's hit the water, said Jack as they started across the beach. Their flip-flops sank into the fine, sugary sand. Seagulls caught overhead. It's easier to go to barefoot, said Annie. She and Jacob stopped and put their flip-flops into Jack's bag. Hey, what's that? Annie pointed to the raft lying on sand. Oh, wow, said Jack. They hurried over to the raft as the bamboo poles lashed together with the ladder stripes. A paddle lay beside it. Jack looked around for his owner, but no one in sight. Who laughed in there? It must belong to the nature preserve, said Annie. I'll beg for this tourist to use. Why else would it just be lying here? It got a paddle and everything. Want to try it? What? Put it in the water? Said Jack. Yes, said Annie. It will be fun. Say yes. No, Jack said. Oh, Jack, please. We can paddle out the reef. And how calm the water is. It will be super fun, said Annie. Jack started to say no again, but he stopped. It'll actually be super fun, he thought. Well, if we take it, we have to stay close to the shore and keep a lookout for its owner just in case. Okay, said Annie. I'll row. She grabbed a paddle and she had dragged a raft over to the wet sand. He pushed it from the bubbling sea from the cool, clear water. She floats, said Annie. Gentle waves lapped the sides of raft. Okay, you hop on first, said Jack. He put their bag on the raft and held up steady while Annie climbed into the bamboo poles. The raft kept floating. Good, now me, said Jack as he climbed aboard. The raft dripped a bit lower in the water, but it easily held them both. Yay, now let's find the reef, said Annie. I'll take us there. As she began to paddle, breeze helped the pushed raft over small ocean swells. This is a great raft. I'll bet an ancient man used to make them do just like this, said Jack. So, who are the ancient Manias actually? Said Annie. I don't know a lot about them, said Jack. But I know they led a good civilization over to the 1,000 years ago. They built pyramids and designed a special calendar. Well, they made such good raps, said Annie. As she pushed the paddle through the water, the raft moved farther out to sea. The breeze helped it push the raft over a small ocean of shoals. Now Jack and Annie have gone to the raft. Now hop onto the raft and then cross the sea. Now they have crossed the sea. Now they were gonna meet the shark at the Caribbean Sea and snorkel at that shark sea. And now let's start reading again. About 100 yards out, Jack held up his hands. Okay, let's stop here, he said. We won't want to get too far away from land. Let's look underwater to the reef. The book says it was near the shore. Right, said Annie. You snorkel first, I'll stay the raft. You sure? Sure, thanks. Jack reached into his swim bag. Before he pulled out the snorkel gear, he looked up at the cosmos coral reefs at the travel guide. He read aloud. The coral reefs Cozumel are visited by the average of 1,500 tourists a day. Coral? Really? Said Annie, interrupted. I don't see one single tourist. I know, I don't understand that, said Jack. He kept reading. Coral is made of animals, not plants. Since a coral leaf is a really delighted of the takes a very long time to grow, swimmers and the snorkelers must be about it to touch or kicking with their flippers. Makes sense, said Jack, closing the book. Look, don't touch, just like at the museum. Got it, said Annie. Jack put his sunglasses at the travel guide in the inside pocket of a sling bag and then unpacked it on the Weaver swimming gear. And then, while Annie left off the raft steady of a paddle, Jack buckled one of the life vests and squeezed into the feet of the flippers and then acted snorkel into the face mask. Finally, he pulled on the mask, covering his eyes and his nose, and causing to make a created vacuum so water couldn't seep in. Balance me so raft doesn't flip over, said Jack to Annie. And Annie had balanced the raft while Jack sat on the edge. As he slipped into the sea, his life vest had kept him going to the under, bubbling in the water. He placed into the end of the snorkel tube and into the mouth. Have fun, Annie called. Jack waved to her, and then he started the swimming, kickers, and slippers. Looking through his mask, he saw only few fish at first, but there he saw more and more and more. And suddenly he couldn't believe his eyes. Now it's chapter 3, Attack! Now, Jack said there's a lot of fish, but I'm gonna spot here a little bit of the fish. It's got very many. So, there might be some sharks too actually, but now we're gonna see the more and more sharks and more fishes tomorrow again. Now, did you have an ELS English Country becoming with this book? This book, but not the story, because it might be a new chapter to read for tomorrow, and we're gonna have a lot more fish and a lot more shark for tomorrow. And now, if you didn't thumbs up my YouTube, please thumbs up my YouTube now. Bye bye, everybody. Have a nice day. Bye.